This is News Channel 5 at 11. Local coverage you can count on.
She's calling me in a panic saying that something is happening, okay?
New 911 calls reveal parts of the conversation between a mother and her 7-year-old daughter.
I just need somebody over there now.
Just moments after, Port St. Lucie police say the girl's father tried to kill her.
New at 11, that father took his own life, and tonight counselors begin their work with the young survivor of this violent family tragedy.
Megan McRoberts is live in Port St. Lucie with the story. Megan.
Well, Michael and Ashley, Port St. Lucie police tonight still do not know if that 7-year-old girl was unconscious when her father took his own life inside their Newport Isles home, or if she was actually awake and able to see him commit suicide. She is still recovering from some minor physical injuries, but tonight, victims' advocates are also working to make sure that she and her family recover from the emotional trauma that they suffered here.
Are you okay, sweetheart?
In a frantic call to 911,
So tell mommy what happened.
a mother leaving church talks to her 7-year-old daughter on the phone, relaying to 911 dispatchers the horror unfolding at home.
Right now, pulling the plug on some controversial intelligence gathering.
The Senate in a rare Sunday session missing a key deadline to reauthorize key portions of the Patriot Act passed after 9/11.
Brian Moore has a Slate report.
Right now, a cyber threat that can affect just about everyone with a computer. Online crooks locking up your computer, then demanding a ransom if you want your files back.
It happened here, and News Channel 5's Michelle Casada in West Palm Beach with what you need to do to defend yourself.
New at 11, it is a tradition that never gets old. Today, the first honor flight of 2015 made its way to the nation's capital. Tonight, those heroes got the welcome home they deserved at the Palm Beach International Airport. Jason Hacken was in the middle of it all. He's live at PBI. Jason.
John, the honor flight allows veterans to travel to Washington, D.C. to visit the memorial corresponding to the war that they fought in. It could be a very, very emotional experience for many of those veterans. But what happened here in this terminal just a couple of hours ago was just as emotional.
Right now on News Channel 5.
Hunkering down for a historic storm. This scene in New York City tonight. The subway shut down. You see the mess building there now. The scene set to play out for an estimated 58 million people along the entire Northeast.
Another snowy view, this time from Connecticut. The monster nor'easter threatening to paralyze cities throughout the Northeast.
And another view, this one from Boston, a frightening prediction in parts of Massachusetts. Blizzard winds that could reach hurricane strength.
Now a live look at our High 5 camera overlooking West Palm Beach, where all of this up north is going to bring us a big cool down too. Let's get over to Chief Meteorologist Steve Weigel with those details.
Yeah,
Steve.
temperatures are already falling. We have now into the 50s. We'll get into the 40s and 30s for overnight lows.
Right now we have a team of reporters covering much of a 250-mile stretch of the Northeast, preparing for the brunt of this storm. We begin in New York City with Jen Carfagno.
And here in New York City, we are under a blizzard warning. Went into effect this afternoon, continues until midnight tomorrow night.
I'm meteorologist Keith Carson in Boston. We're in Boston Common, right in the center of everything here. The winds starting to pick up. Northeast winds going to be driving through the night. Snowfall rates during the overnight hours here in Boston could be 3 or 4 inches an hour.
I'm meteorologist Chris Warren in Providence, Rhode Island, where the snow has been coming down heavier and heavier, and the winds have been picking up over the past couple of hours.
Well, as we've seen, New York City preparing for what the mayor there, Bill de Blasio, earlier called a historic blizzard.
Exactly. You got subways that are shutting down, a travel ban in effect. The city is really becoming a ghost town. I mean, the town that never sleeps is going to have to sleep tonight because the streets are virtually deserted. Going to check in now with Jan Pomerantz. Joins us now live from Manhattan. How long before the worst of this is really felt there, Jan?
Oh, good evening, Kelly, Michael. You know, the worst is just starting. You know, it is not terrible right now, but the wind is picking up. This snow is not really coming down as much as it is coming across.
Right now on News Channel 5.
Right now, the countdown to history. Live pictures from the South Palm Beach County Courthouse in Delray Beach, where in exactly 1 hour, the first recognized same-sex weddings in our area are set to take place.
I'm lifting this day.
Cheers in the courtroom after a federal judge's decision gives Miami-Dade County a half-day head start.
And minutes later, with an exchange of rings, a lesbian couple there becomes the first ever to be legally married in Florida.
It is the time gay and lesbian couples have waited for years, even decades.
Made possible after federal and state judges said Florida's 2008 voter-approved ban on gay marriage is unconstitutional. It is a sweeping decision that now makes Florida the 36th state in the nation where gay marriage is legal. Breaking news, firefighters battling this dangerous blaze at a biodiesel plant in Stuart. Exclusive Chopper 5 pictures live coming to you from the scene of this blaze between Dixie, as we look on, and Federal Highway, not far from Witham Field and Sanskrit Park. Huge traffic tie-ups because of this. We have live team coverage of the blaze, the evacuations, including the school traffic, and what Contact 5 investigators are learning. My colleague Kelly Dunn leading our coverage from Stuart. Kelly?
Michael, it's been this has been a scene really you could see all over Martin County and into Palm Beach County, the big plume of dark smoke, and it's coming from down the street here. We're on Dominica here in Port Salerno in a part of Martin County. It was that Diesel Fuel company that had 4 of its 10,000-gallon tankers that blew today, caused a fire, also a big methanol tank as well. We are getting ready right now. We're going to be joining a live news conference with the Sheriff of Martin County, William Snyder, and also Dan Harshberger, the Martin County Fire Rescue Bureau Chief, to give us an update on exactly where the situation stands right now. And we'll be back to wrap it up as soon as they are getting ready right now. All right, Sheriff.
What we have right now is what we've been doing since about noon today.
We begin with breaking news. Fort Pierce police tell us a vehicle being driven in this high-speed chase through Broward County is connected to the murder of 18-year-old Leon Mobley Jr. The chase itself lasted for 30 minutes. Fort Pierce detectives believe there is evidence in the car related to the murder. As you look on at that developing scene, these pictures just coming into us, and they say no people were arrested in the chase.